A very serious responsibility is on the shoulder of the heads of the community, the rabbis of Klal Yisrael. Doesn't make a difference where and how. This responsibility is learned from the pasuk in our parasha, Parashat Vayakhel pikudey, as the pasuk says, and Moshe gathers the entire assembly of Klal Yisrael, and he said to them, these are the words that Hashem commands to do them. Every rabbi is obligated to make sure that all the community are familiar in the laws of the Torah, what to do and what not to do. And also he must do everything to keep and make sure that the commandment of Hashem and his words are going to be executed correctly. We're going to bring Be'ezrat Hashem few stories that's happened in the past. In the community of the Nodab Yehuda, Rabbi Yecheskel Landa, Zichrono Levracha, a certain Jew start to shave, God forbid, with a razor, and it's totally prohibited from the Holy Torah. When the rabbi heard about it, he sent people to this Jew, stop doing what you're doing, it's an avera, it's against the words of Hashem, you're destroying the community. It doesn't make a difference what the rabbi said and how many times he warned this Jew. This guy refused from listening to the rabbi. After a short time, this person died very suddenly. The rabbi, Rabbi Landa, Hanodam Yehuda, announced to everybody that he's going to go to the funeral of this Rasha Merusha. If the rabbi went, everybody else went in the community. And the rabbi said, we're going to go through the streets, not only of the Jews, but also of the Gentiles in the city. When they came close to a barber store of a Gentile, the rabbi stopped the funeral. He paid to the Gentile, the barber, and he said, shave this dead person before the burial. All the crowd, all the Jews start to scream, wail, cry, shake. They were shocked what's going on. And the rabbi just screamed and said, why only now you remember to cry? You knew about the avera. You didn't say a word. And the rabbi continued with very strong words to strengthen the broken fence that this person tried and maybe did. Another story from the Maharsha Brezen, Rabbi Shvabdron, Zichrono Levracha. He actually bring it by himself in the Sefer Tchelet Mordechai that he wrote. The Gentiles in the city pushed the Jewish barbers to work also on Shabbat, because for them, why not? The first one that was broken and opened his barber shop in the holy day was the reason to all the rest of the barbers to be very terrified on their parnasa and livelihood, because maybe they're going to go to him only, also on the weekdays. The rabbi make a whole gathering from all the barbers, and everybody agreed to sign a petition except of the first one who opened his store. And the rabbi said to this person, you need to know there's many ways to Hashem blesses He. And if you're going to break your hand, you're not going to be able to work also on the weekdays. Didn't listen, couldn't care less. And none of the barbers agreed to continue with this paper if one is not signing. They start to leave the place. They didn't went far and they heard screaming. When they turned around, they saw that the barber who refused to sign fell and broke his hand. All of them right away came back and signed of the obligation to keep the holy day of Shabbat and not work. This obligation is not only on our rabbis, but rather it's on each one of us. For sure, if you can and try, lechatchila, we should do it with love and softness. But if the words are not accepted, each one of us must sanctify the words of Hashem by hook and by crook, and to explain the severity of the situation and the danger that can come to the sinner, and not only to him, but to Klal Yisrael in days of troubled days, crazy days. Nobody knows what's flying. Actually, there's no flies at all. We need to strengthen our holy Shabbat, and each one of us should strengthen the small cracks in his belief in Judaism. Have a beautiful, meaningful Shabbat. Parashat Vayakhel pikudey. follow the words of Hashem, and only mercy going to be around you. Nachat ruach bsorot tovot to Klal Israel and to the entire world. Nachat ruach.